the thing that I'm calling out with the enterprise knowledge graph, it begins to bring Nimble into play. Like, how do you get to that enterprise knowledge graph? Um, it's it's a maturity process of it's a maturity process of how you train your AI system. So the enterprise knowledge graph, as you start to implement Nimble into that, you can start having uh, a more directed AI that understands your enterprise needs through that cognitive digital twin and reasoning capability. Nimble would end up being a component within Singularity IT to bring a richer set of knowledge. But all right, so what are some things that you can say about this graph and what it's showing? So this is our enterprise knowledge graph where it directly shows how we inside of the enterprise knowledge graph how we bring and source information from various data sources that you will find in your cybersecurity stack. Those could be your endpoint detection and response information, any type of access logs, even down to the compliance logs that you've actually put in place. Um, those compliance um, those compliance logs are SSPs and POEMs, et cetera. Those things are those type of job aids that we want to look for, like how are you securing your environment. As you start to move from left to right, all of that information is then normalized and pushed into the enterprise knowledge graph, which is its own level of maturity based on how you'll want to mature into leveraging a system such as Nimble, so that way you can have a richer set of domain knowledge and reasoning across those logs, across that information. Because once you start getting to that higher level of maturity of using a system like Nimble to put that cognitive digital twin in the mix of your cybersecurity stack, that's where you start to get to um, a lot of those capabilities around that OODA loop for cybersecurity. Like, hey, there's a certain risk that came in. The system now understand how to iterate on itself across its own knowledge base in order to come up with the actions and solutions that you need to take. That that enterprise knowledge graph is connected to a graph, a RAG system, in order to actually retrieve and provide information into the given outcomes. In our case, the outcomes are Singularity IT for SecOps and Singularity IT for governance, which gives you that overarching AI ops capability because it's bringing together the SecOps and governance together. So that way, based off of the policies, SSPs, and just the governance for your enterprise, it knows how to take action whenever a certain threat is identified or seen within the environment.